Let's be honest. You want a Filipina who's loyal, innocent, untouched, but you spend your 20s chasing every skirt in sight? Now that you're older, you're looking for someone pure, while your past is anything but. Today, we're not holding back. We're exposing the double standard that says her past defines her worth, but yours? Just part of being a man. So if you're a foreign man dating a Filipina or a Filipina trying to understand this behavior, this episode is for you. Welcome back to JM Roots and Real Talk. Let's talk about this double standard that keeps popping up, especially in Filipino foreigner relationships. You want a virgin wife. You want her untouched, pure, and submissive. But you come with a wild past, emotional baggage, sometimes even financial debt, and you expect praise for choosing to settle down. Is that love or is that control hiding under fantasy? Today, we are unpacking this real talk with a deeper lens, one that connects love, power, money, and emotional maturity. Let's be honest. Some men romanticize the idea of a virgin wife because they believe she's easier to control, less likely to question things, and more grateful. It's less about purity and more about power. Meanwhile, they've lived a wild youth, multiple partners, sometimes kids from other relationships, even emotional or financial wreckage they haven't cleaned up. And yet, they expect a Filipina to come in with no past, no expectations, no voice, and build a life on their terms? That's not love. That's a transaction, and an unfair one. Moreover, here's where most people don't go. This double standard isn't just emotional, it's financial. Many foreign men arrive in the Philippines thinking money gives them the upper hand. And yes, some do provide, mainly the food, housing, some security, but others use money as a tool to control, not to empower. They say, I provide, so I decide. But who's cleaning, caring, cooking, loving, sacrificing? That's emotional labor, and paid, and seen, and often unappreciated. So now you've got a Filipina doing domestic work, emotional caregiving, raising children, while being judged for her past, if she even had one. Meanwhile, this man's history, no matter how wild, irresponsible, or dramatic, is overlooked because he changed. That's not growth, that's privilege. When a Filipina is constantly expected to prove her worth, but her partner never reflects on his own past, that imbalance creates anxiety, fear, and burnout. She might not speak up, but she feels it. The pressure to be grateful, the fear of being forced if she's not pure enough or obedient enough, and the confusion when he brings jealousy or shame into the home, but gets offended when she asks for emotional security. And that's how mental health struggles start in silent marriages. And tampo isn't the problem. It's a signal, a cry for emotional safety. And to tell you what, many foreign men come here thinking they'll start fresh with someone who has no past, like a blank slate. But guess what? Even virgins have values. Even inexperienced women have intuition. Even young wives deserve respect, not just protection. And here's the deeper truth. A woman past does not define her worth, especially when your past is heavier. You want someone untouched? Then show up untouched. Not just physically, but emotionally, financially, spiritually. Because if you're still carrying trauma, jealousy, control issues, and an ego the size of your passport, no virgin wife can save you from yourself. So, what real maturity looks like, really? A mature, a truly mature man doesn't demand purity. He creates safety. He doesn't ask, "Are you a virgin?" He asks, "How can I help you feel seen, secure, and supported in this relationship?" He brings stability, not just money, but emotional responsibility, mental presence, and healthy communication. He values who she is, not what she hasn't done. Because in the end, it's not about her past. It's about how safe, loved, and respected she feels in your presence today and moving forward. And that's what makes a Filipina stay. Not your money, not your passport, but the peace you bring. So if you're a foreign man watching this and you've even thought, "I want a virgin wife," ask yourself, why? Is it about trust or control? Is it about love or fear of being challenged? And if you truly want to build something beautiful with a Filipina, start with this. How can we build mutual respect, not perfection? How can we both bring value, not just judgment? Because here's the truth: Filipinas are not here to erase your past, and they shouldn't have to hide theirs to be worthy of your future. You don't get to be a wild man and expect a saint. You don't get to rewrite your past by controlling hers. That's not love. That's fear pretending to be love. So if you want a queen, show up as a king, not a collector of virgins. Let's call it what it is. This noble standard is toxic and outdated. So if you're mature enough to admit that, you're mature enough to build a real, lasting relationship. All right. Have you ever been judged for your past? Or did someone expect something also from you they couldn't offer themselves? Let's talk about it. No filters, no sugarcoating, just truth. And if this made you think, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more real talk like this. JM, Roots and Real Talk. Till the next episode, God bless us all. Bye bye.